Hello friends, and welcome to the online lecture series of CNC machines and automation. In the last lecture we have started the unit number 3 and now we are moving forward in the unit number 3 and going to discuss the very important topics related to the CNC programming. Because whenever you are writing the program, you need to know the different things about the programming, like what are the like axis identification, like type of dimensioning, the words, the coding, and different type of words which means what in the program. So different kind of G and M codes means G01, G02. So there are so many different kind of G codes and M codes are available which you have to remember. Correct. So how we are flowing through a program. If I am making a program of drilling or a turning, then how I am flowing down in a program. Clear? So today's important topic, procedure for developing manual part programming, that how to write a part program. Then we are discussing some of the G and M codes. Remaining you will remember or cram those G and M codes. Then the procedure for developing manual part programming is the first point, in which we are having different parts. So first thing, before starting the program, you need to ensure yourself that what type of dimensioning system I am using, whether I am using absolute or incremental. There are actually two types, absolute and incremental. So what is absolute? Absolute says that you are keeping one point for your reference. All of the dimensions have to be measured from the one single reference. That becomes your absolute dimensioning. Correct? The absolute dimensioning is known as two types, the fixed origin and floating origin. Correct? So what is a fixed origin? As you can see in this image, whenever you are making this program for a single product, for a component, then your lower left corner will always be your 0. That is a fixed 0, or you can say the fixed origin. Clear? So in that case, your measurement through the different elements of this job can be very easy. Clear? So in this case, if it is absolute, then all moving commands are referred to a common point on the part known as origin or the 0 point. Means every single dimension is from the one point, that is a fixed origin. Clear? Which is always be your lower left corner of the work table. Then what is floating origin? Sometimes your products are symmetrical to the left or the right or the top or the bottom. So if they are symmetrical, you can take your origin to any of the point so that your calculation made lesser or easier to understand. That will become the floating origin. Then the second type is the incremental coordinates. Incremental system is that in which whenever you are writing, wherever your tool is, that position, the current position will be referred as a one reference point. Clear? For example, if you wanted to move say 10 mm, so whenever you reach to the 10 mm, that 10 mm will become your reference point for the further positioning or the further dimensioning. Incremental coordinate system is faster. Clear? We all know that if I am standing here, then I know where at how much distance I have to move on. I need not to measure from the one reference point which is far behind. Clear? So incremental is a faster, economical. But if your one single point is wrong, then the next point should be dislocated, definitely dislocated. But this is not in the case of absolute dimensioning. To clarify this thing, I have given you one example for that. Let's say this is a one component in which you can see the different things, different dimensions are available. Two types of dimensioning systems are available. You can see in here. Correct? On one side, these dimensions are there. On the other side, this type of dimensions are there. So if in this case, which of one of the absolute and which of one of them is your incremental? So I would say this top one is your incremental. Why? Because this is measuring only one step. When I reach to here, the next dimensioning will be next dimension. Correct? The next point will be my reference from this single point. Clear? That's why it becomes incremental. When I reach to this point, the next point will be this point will become as a reference for the next dimension. So this is how the incremental moving. But this is the absolute. Why? Because all my dimensions, see this dimension, and this dimension, all are from a one single reference. So if it in this case, like all the dimensions are from the one reference, then it becomes your absolute. Otherwise it is incremental. Fine. Then the procedure again continues. The second is axis identification. Axis identification is the same which we have discussed in the first unit. I'll upload the link for the axis identification in the in this video. If you haven't learned, so just go to the axis identification and learn how to find the axes of different machines. So this is easier. The third point is NC coding. We are not getting into this because every system is converted into binary system, 0 or 1 form. If you are using A, B, C, D, we all know computer doesn't understand that. It always convert that A, B, C, D into 0 and 1 form. Clear? Similarly, the NC coding is further, if you are giving any numerical data or if you are giving any alphabetical data, it has to be converted into binary system. All the CNC machine works on the binary system. Then the NC words, which is important, which is critical for the upcoming programming, because every word has a specific meaning and you have to remember that. Correct? Then the NC words are units of information, in which information is written and it is worldwide accepted information. We cannot alter them, we cannot change them. Correct? So the first, the N word stands for sequence block number. So wherever in the program is N is written, that is a sequence block number. It means N001 is a 1 block, N002 is a 2 block, N003 is a 3 block. Fine. The next is preparatory code, which is called G words. Preparatory code means it prepares MCU to ready to perform specific operation. Whenever you need to start, you need to get ready. So G codes always make the machine ready to perform any function. So it is denoted as G code. Then we are having the dimension words. Everybody knows dimension word X, Y, Z. Clear? If the X, Y, Z is working but you wanted a parallel dimension, then it's UVW. Again parallel dimension PQR. So it is in the case of complex program. Fine. So the dimensions words are to be used to giving the dimensions of your different components. Then we are having the feed rate. Whenever you are writing the feed rate, you need to put F. Along with F, you will give the numeric data, like you want feed rate 80 mm per minute, 50 mm per minute, depending upon your product. So you will write it down along with it. Then we are having the spindle speed, S word. If you wanted to specify any spindle speed like 1000, 1500, 2000, 3000, must write it S code along with its speed, RPM. Fine. Then the tool selection, which tool is to be selected first, second, third. So that will be denoted as T. Then is a miscellaneous word, M. And miscellaneous words, why? Because there are some miscellaneous function the machine would do, like start the coolant, stop the coolant, program stop, or you can say tool change. So all these performance, all these functions are miscellaneous functions. So that's why we are writing M. When you wanted to perform, when you want that machine would change its tool, so you will say M and then again the code number which is denoted. Clear? Then in the end it is written as end of block, EOB. It was written in the tape format, but nowadays in the computers we do not write, because computer every time knows that if the block ends, then it is EOB definitely there. Correct? So these are the NC code words. So these are the some of the codes which are definitely used in the programming in the upcoming lectures. Fine. So you can remember, you can cram all those words, like whenever I am using them, I'll tell you the meaning of those words then and there. Till then, you just remember those, you just cram these things like G00, rapid traverse. Rapid traverse stands for when your tool is moving inside the machine but not the cutting, but it is not doing the cutting. So that's why it is noted as G00. G01, when your tool is cutting the linearly interpolation to finding out the path of the motion of tool. So these every word is having their own meaning, so we'll discuss whenever we are using them. Fine. Then similarly the M codes. The M code stands M00 program stop, M02 end of program. So there are a variety of M codes are available. We'll use them, I'll tell you then and there, but till then you must remember those. Then we are having the preparatory codes. There are two types of preparatory codes, like the model code and non-model code. Model code are those which remains active until cancelled by the contradictory code of the same class. For example, G70 and G71. If I would just tell you what is G70, it is called inch, and G71 is metric dimensioning. So it is needed to be tell the machine that whether you wanted the metric dimensioning or the inch dimensioning. We just formally work in the metric dimensioning, so I would say metric, so G71. But if you wanted to change it, you would say G71, means you need to start it again. Otherwise, it will follow the G70. So those codes are called model codes. Then the next is non-model codes. If your those codes which are just remains active for some time. Clear? Which remain active on a block, means for some time, in a block only, then those codes are called non-modal codes. Like G04, it doesn't act throughout the program. Like G70, if I in the starting of the program, if I write the G70, it will act throughout the code. It will act throughout. So if it is acting throughout, we need to, if I wanted to cancel it, I would put G71. Clear? Otherwise the G70 would act. But if I would say G04, so in the G04, if I set G04 in one block, it will remain active for the one line or for one block only. It won't go beyond that. Clear? So in that case, that will be called as a non-modal code. Clear? So this is all for today's. And if you wanted to check my other videos, must subscribe this channel, Tiny Steps. Okay, and do subscribe this, share and like the videos. Thank you and take care.